What's up, y'all, man? Bears lose again. They trash. We already knew that. But we Bears fans, we gonna watch the games anyway. I got Steve O in the building with me. This is the CBC post-game live. Bears lose 34-17, Steve O. Just another something we probably expected. I think I said 35-14 when I tried to think of my prediction of the game. What do you think of the game today, Steve O?
It is what it is. It was what it was. You had opportunities to play and fight your way back in this game, and you just squandered it with penalties and being undisciplined and just an overall bad team. It's just that simple. Every time we had a chance to make it a game, whether it was coaching, players, some execution, it was something that always hindered us to making that next step. Yeah, we scored in the first half, which is nice, but it didn't do much for me because we didn't do nothing after that. So, at the end of the day, it's another game in the books where the stats that the quarterback had didn't matter. Some of the stats on the offensive side didn't matter. At the end of the day, you just didn't play a good game. And the other team over there showed you why there's levels to this shit and why they can still possibly make it to the Super Bowl despite being injured.
Yeah. And I do want to expand on that point that you make. It seems like every time the Bears make a way, especially after that Jaguars game, every time they make a way and it look like they getting ready to do something good, some insanely stupid, something insanely random happened to the Bears. And you know why it happens to the Bears? Because they're not a good team.
Yep.
That's what it is. Bad things happen to bad teams. It just is what it is at this point. Um, the defense, they just gave up whatever they wanted to, whatever Detroit wanted to do. They pretty much did it. 474 yards in total, 329 passing from Jared Goff, 145 yards rushing, most by Gibbs. He absolutely tortured the Chicago Bears. Do you see anybody that was out there that was good? Maybe Caleb Williams. You want to give some kind of positive take on Caleb? He at least was good. 300. Damn, none of it show blood numbers. Damn. Okay, here it is right here. 334 yards passing, 26 of 40 with two TDs. You want to expound on Caleb Williams' day?
It was okay. It ain't really much to expound on. It was okay. He made some decent plays. It was some plays he left out there, and we didn't capitalize on it. We was able to move the balls in spaces, but at the end of it, we wasn't able to put enough points on the board, which has been the main problem with this Bears offense the last 10 years. So at the end of the day, I can try to say positive, something positive at the end of the day, but is it really positive if we still just ended the game and now we 4-11? No, it's not positive at all. So yeah, it is what it is. Like there was not really much to be to talk about and to break down with this team. Like we seen it all before. You get into a third down situation where you can get somebody out the field. You play zone wide open. Not NFL wide open, college wide open. You switch sides on offense. You need to get this first down. What you do? Either you take a sack, somebody drop the ball, or it's a bad pass. Or you do make a couple good passes, but you call the wrong play on second down. Like all these goddamn jet screens we ran today, and all these tunnel screens that we ran today. At the end of the day, he's just a very undisciplined team, and they really showed it today. Baxter Jones went down. We thought it was going to be a little something, a little boost in the line because the next few plays it looked pretty positive. I think we got a touchdown after that.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, when it was time to knuckle up and make a big play when it's necessary, we weren't able to do it because somebody either jumped off sides, a penalty happened, or we just showed how undisciplined we was or unprepared we was.
Yeah, Kev. I just wanted your take on what you think of the game overall. Uh, Detroit wins 34-17. Nothing that we didn't expect. What
I
is your take
um
on the game?
I had more fun talking about the McRib and cheese on sandwiches than I did watching this Bears game. Um, at the end of the day, it sucks to have Detroit of all teams, who were basically the basement of the NFC North, NFC Central back in the day, forever. Their fans literally took over Soldier Field today. And if that don't make the Bears players, the Bears organization, the ownership feel some type of way, I don't know what else to say. This is an extra home game for the Detroit Lions. That's usually the other way around. We usually go to Detroit and take over their stadium. And now the
Mm.
tables have turned. The Chicago Bears are in the basement of the NFC North, and they're beyond the basement. They're in the cellar. They're in that extra basement where the serial killer hide the weapons and murder weapons and stuff. So I'm just not I'm not happy with this team. I'm glad to see that Caleb Williams is progressing, though. I like the fact that he still hasn't thrown an
It's true.
interception. At first, over the last few games, it felt like he was just afraid to take risks. That's why he wasn't throwing interceptions. But today they pushed the ball down the field, so I'm not mad at that. We need another running back. DeAndre Swift is not it. Just
Yeah.
the reality of it. Whatever the coaching staff's desires are for the run game, it's not going to be solved by DeAndre Swift. Keenan Allen might need to get re-signed for exactly why you guys said it earlier, for the psyche of Caleb Williams. That's his safety net. But right now we're just watching these players and these this team as for evaluation, because there's no other reason to watch them.
Yeah, and I want to talk about that running game, the Chicago Bears, which has been absolutely horrible, especially in the last couple weeks. Caleb Williams led this team in rushing today, and I don't even remember him rushing until like the final drive there. He led the way with 34 yards rushing off of 6 yards. DeAndre Swift had 9 rushes for 20 yards. We paid DeAndre Swift. I think he got a 3-year contract. It's kind of looking like he ain't the answer though. Um,
He's
that
not.
means we could just point at Ryan Poles with another blown acquisition, or it's just not, he doesn't have the full team around where we can see the best DeAndre Swift. What do y'all think about the running game with the Chicago Bears? Where do we go from here?
You said it. Like, DeAndre Swift is a complimentary player. So if the team is clicking on all cylinders like they were when they was winning 4 out of their first 6 games, he started to look better in games, 3, 4, and 5, or 4, 5, and 6, or whatever. But if your offensive line is trash, if your wide receivers ain't doing what they supposed to be doing, if they're not clicking on all cylinders, he's not going to be the guy that can get you out of the funk. Like, say, a Saquon Barkley over in Philly, or Derrick Henry in Baltimore, two free agents that were available, but the Bears didn't get. They didn't look at them even. So he's not that guy. And honestly, letting David Montgomery go, not really buying into Khalil Herbert, so on and so forth. I mean, like, the Bears, the running game, bro. Like, I felt like it was going to be a strength of our offense this season. Like, I really did. When I looked at Roshan Johnson, I looked at Khalil Herbert, I looked at DeAndre Swift. I was like, okay, we can have another strong running season. But it just goes to show you, not to mention old boy name, but QB1 from last season played a major role in why the Bears were in, the number one rushing league team in the league. Now that he's gone, you got to really rely on running backs and not just your quarterback and running backs, and it hurt.
What do you think about the running game and DeAndre Swift as a future asset for the Bears, Steve-O?
You just got to build around it correctly, and what you didn't.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. Like, regardless of who y'all think anybody, because a lot of people say, "Oh, he just not that good." No, you just don't realize the running back you have. No matter, a lot of people, we could have had Saquon. Saquon, it's not going to be Saquon that he's on Philly right now the way he is on the Bears. It's not happening. Why is he finna have damn near 2,000 yards, or already do, is because he has a hell of a line over there.
Mm-hmm.
Same reason why David has been playing the best ball of his career in Detroit is because they have a hell of a line. He
Mm-hmm.
did as much as he could, and guess what? That made him end up hurt. Majority of the time, he was either playing David Montgomery was either playing meaningless football, or he was hurt because
Yeah.
of that O line. And the same thing happened with Khalil. You try to use him as your go-to running back, and he's not a go-to running back. You had when you had the punch which next to David Montgomery, that's when you got the best Khalil Herbert. You broke that shit up. You exposing yourself. You just keep exposing yourself because you're not addressing the main problem. The main problem ain't the running back; it's the O line.
Oh, that O line, and it was the O line and the play calling this season. Play calling was awful. The O line was also awful. When you still had the other quarterback, Shaky Shane, the other coordinator, Shaky Shane, he was not calling the type of game that Swift needed until they had that players only meeting or whatever it is they did that he changed things up. Now you're looking at, do you go get a running back in the draft?
Ain't no
Gen-
if.
Genty. Well, here's the thing: the
You ain't
Bears
getting
can't
no G.
afford to go. They can't afford to draft a running back in the draft. They got to handle this offensive line and
Yeah.
this
You
defensive
can get a
line.
you can get that a fifth round pick.
But what I'm saying is, no, and I agree with you, and it probably will. It won't be a top tier top tier running back. It'll be, well, he could be top tier in the fifth round. We've seen it happen. But the reality is, the Bears then put themselves behind the eight ball at another position. We already knew the
Safety.
offensive line they needed to take care of business. We already knew the defensive line needed to take care of business. Defensive backfield also they got to take care of business. Now you can add running back to the list. It's just you can't fix everything in the draft, so they're gonna have to do it in the draft and in free agency and via trade. Like we like to say, let Poles cook. Well, then they're gonna have to be a Michelin star chef this offseason because his job is on the line.
Yeah, and I think he has the advantage of these 2 games, and I think they need to tell the players who you need to play like you wanna be here in Chicago to make it clear for him so he can make choices, even though I think the choices is already clear right now what he need to do. Offensive line, get us a running back, get the defensive line together. I think the choices are real, but you
You
gotta be
know,
watching.
say we got Ian Will coming back. That nigga's coming
I
off that.
wasn't even I was not even
He's
going to
coming
acknowledge
off an
that, bro.
ACL, and he wasn't even a guarantee to make the team
Yeah,
last year.
I wasn't
That
even going to
that is
acknowledge
not a
that.
guarantee. He don't have no space that's safe here.
You talking
Yeah.
about basically a practice squad dude, maybe?
They like he got
Man,
injured.
But I'm saying he was the last one.
Yeah,
yo.
yeah,
It
but he
was
would have made
between
the roster.
it was between him and Valens. That don't mean he that good.
I
So
ain't saying that, but I'm just saying he would have made the
Yeah.
roster. It
yeah,
would have
but
been
he wasn't going to be. Come on now, bro.
he got a chance. He was pretty good in preseason. If it,
Right?
whatever you want to
We
say,
talking
yeah.
about
We was pretty good at preseason.
right.
Yeah, we
The
was.
team was pretty good in preseason, bro. Hard Knocks literally had us expecting way too much
Oh
from this
man.
team, bro.
Now we see why the Bears didn't want to do hard knocks. If they look at Brandon LJ, who the fuck is Ian Wheeler? See, they forgot already. It's
You
been
feel me,
like
bro?
The
Like what are we
motherfucker the dude that was probably finna be a doctor in 4 years. That
right?
motherfucker.
The one dude from Ivy League that we should have got outside instead
He
of
didn't even go
not
to Ivy League. That nigga went to Howard.
you right.
he went to Howard. That's not Ivy
That's
League.
Ivy League for us.
Oh, bro.
Nigga Ivy League.
Negro Ivy League.
um, I want to talk about the wide receiver position. Keenan Allen led with 9 receptions, 140 yards, and a touchdown. Roma Dunze was second with 4 receptions, 77 yards, 19.2 average. And DJ Moore comes in third with 7 for 68, 9.7 per catch. And Kokomet lonely down there with 2 for 9 yards and a touchdown. What are y'all thinking about? Who are we keeping? Who are we losing? What is this wide receiver group gonna look like next year if y'all had to guess without the draft and the free agency happening?
We know Rome is gonna be here. I
Yeah.
feel like Keenan should be back. Cole Kmet is definitely gonna be here.
I'm
But
mainly just talking about Keenan Allen,
yeah,
just to tell you the truth. You
well,
think Keenan will be here for next season?
you asked a multifaceted question. I'm trying
Yeah.
to answer
Depending
it the
on the
way you
money.
asked it. He should be back. He's not gonna, he don't want to take a pay cut. That's why he left San Diego. But he should be back.
You want to
He's
pay him?
I don't necessarily want to pay him, but I want to keep him, if that makes sense. Like
Okay.
he looks good in the Bear uniform. It's been a while since we've had a sure-handed receiver, and not that he was completely sure-handed because my man dropped a lot of catches.
Yeah.
It's almost like he got to drop 1 or 2 of them before he get going pretty much every game. But he should be back because the report that he has with Caleb Williams is obvious.
Yeah.
Honestly, like it's obvious. He's looking for Keenan Allen out there, even more so than DJ Moore, even more so than Cole Kmet. Ooh,
What's up?
Washington just, oh my God.
What? They just did another Hail Mary or something?
They just scored with like 2 seconds to go in the game, 6 seconds to go.
Oh,
Now they
that's
about
what
to
they do.
Man, fuck them.
I'm just saying. I was just watching the game. You know, it is what it is.
Oh, what do you think about the wide receiver? Mainly Keenan Allen. Do we keep Keenan Allen? He had a big game,
I'm
Steve O,
I'm gonna
9
just
for
keep I'm gonna
141.
keep it short and sweet because I just think it ain't much to talk about with him. It's just depending on the money.
You know the money.
If he's willing to take a reasonable contract, re-sign him. If he's still trying to pay, acting like he one of those motherfuckers that's not injury prone and getting older, let him go.
Okay.
Facts.
So, but my thing is, he say he want to be here or he going back home. So see what he talking about. See where his headspace at. If you can come to a reasonable agreement, bring him back. If he on some other shit, let him go to L.A.
Yeah, I'm with you. And then let's talk about this secondary, man. We herald this secondary early in the season as one of the best in the NFL. We did have some injuries, especially with Jaquan Brisker, but lately they just been ass. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't getting no good play from anybody in this young that we thought was gonna be like a top 5 secondary. What do you think
Because
about the
they're
secondary
young. If
plays
you're
lately?
young, you gotta teach them shit. And they ain't got good teachers. And that's what I'm seeing right now. You don't see them. You seeing Tyreek Stevenson development being stifled because you don't have good teachers teaching.
Yeah.
Kyle,
What about the responsibility of the play? I'm just going to challenge you though, Steve, because Tyreek had a ball hit him right in the chest.
yeah,
That
he
ain't
got to
on
catch
coaching.
that
That's
too.
on him.
He got to catch that too. But at the same time, when I'm seeing a lot of the times you just putting them in bad positions, like the touchdown he gave up today. Why are you having your corner in zone against one of the fastest wide receivers in the fucking league? That's just coaching. That's not on Tyreek. Tyreek, he's doing what he's being told.
Yeah. Tell me about Jalen Johnson though. I think he's having. I don't know.
And
It's been. He
he's
not
he
been good.
he's at a point where he's now playing with feelings.
That's it.
That's
I
and
think
it's
that's
like
perfect.
watching him out there. Like, dude, if
That's
you don't
perfect.
shut up,
You don't like he's too frustrated. He's
shut
too
up,
annoyed over the past 5 years, and he's disgruntled.
shut
That's
up.
how he's playing.
I was cool with him up until Eberflus got fired. I was right on his side. I'm like, you right, you right. And then after Eberflus got fired and he came out there and played like ass, shut up.
Yeah.
Just shut up. You making plays in games like after you didn't get burned 3-4 times, especially the San Francisco game. That's what really made me mad at him. He was
Hmm.
getting killed by a dude that just was a number. We don't even know who he is. He was a number 81 or whatever it was. And you making plays in the fourth quarter, y'all down by 30, and you up there chatting and you like, nigga, shut up.
Yeah.
You down. Look at the scoreboard, bro. What are you talking about here?
Yeah. Jalen Johnson with that play and what was that? The third quarter, he muffed the guy, got a 15-yard penalty that put the Detroit into scoring position. He's just been I hope he don't make the Pro Bowl because his numbers and stuff look like he can make the Pro Bowl. But if you sit here and watch him every game, you would not see a Pro Bowler playing. I don't see a Pro Bowler.
Shut up.
Um, what else could we say about this team, bro? They keep just fucking breaking the mold every fucking week, bro.
No, they scored
Every
in the
week.
first half. They scored in the first half for the first time in 4 games.
Okay. We're gonna throw a
The
party for
fucking
that shit.
Panthers can score more than us. That's what I can say. They got
Yo,
30 points right now.
we actually might have the worst record in the league by the end of the season.
No, well, yeah, by the end of the season, not by the end of the
By the
day,
end
but
of the
definitely by the
season.
end of the
By the end of
season.
the season. We might have a worse record. Caleb is still continues to be great. Let me
We
look
need
at
the
his
Jaguars to beat the Raiders
numbers.
today.
Should have went for the Hall.
We need the Jaguars to beat the Raiders today, for
Oh, he
sure.
had 3,200 yards and 19 touchdowns, 5
He
interceptions.
already the best Bears rookie ever, bro. So there's
Yeah,
no question
so
about that.
we need to start winning
That ain't
games.
saying much.
I don't trust Caleb when that contract get to getting over, bro. He one of those. I don't trust him. He'll leave us, bro. I'm telling you, he'll leave.
You should have got the Hall.
Man, the
Yeah,
Titans won today.
You
yeah.
should have
So
got the
Good
Hall.
game.
You should have fired your head coach, but no.
Man, the
they ain't
Giants
listen
won
to
today.
they
You
ain't
ain't
listen to
want
us, Steve. They ain't listen to us, Steve. But anything else on the Chicago Bears? This is a short
I'm
episode.
trying to wait for drip, but
Me too.
ain't shit to fucking talk about, bro.
No, we could talk about Carolina. We need Carolina to
I
go
ain't
ahead
talking
and
about
win.
no fucking Carolina,
No, we
bro.
need them to
Fuck Carolina.
lose. We need them to lose, bro, so we can get that higher second round pick. But yeah, Drip didn't make it back, so it is what it is, bro. We up out of here. We
Yeah,
gone.
man.
We up out of here.
We sorry, guys. I mean, thank you for the super chat, Mitch. The worst signing was Gerald Everett. Y'all
No,
agree with that?
No,
no, no.
Who's the
They just
worst
ain't.
signing?
They're not using him, bro.
they're
Like,
not. You're right. They're not using them. Mercedes getting more reps than this nigga.
yeah, like Gerald Everett is a marquee tight end in this league, and they didn't use him at all.
The
Like,
worst signing was
DeAndre Swift.
the
And I'm
no.
worst
gonna get
signing
pissed
was
y'all off with
Shane
that.
Waldron.
That was the worst signing. I'll say that.
Jane or DeAndre?
Shane.
Shane, no, DeAndre not a bad signing. We just not using him correctly.
He's not performing. Oh, Drip in the building. What up, Drip?
Ooh, just
What's
about to
going
go.
on, fam?
We trying to get your take on this game. Bears lose 34-17. What's your take on the game?
I mean, it's more Bear stuff that we've seen before when it comes down to it. Like Caleb Williams was the offense today. When you look at it, out of 380 something yards we had total from scrimmage, 360 of those came from Caleb in the ground and in the air. That just is what it is. And we also could not convert on third downs. 2 of 10 on third down conversions in this game. Did y'all know that we're the second worst team in the league on third
Yes,
down conversions?
We know.
Wow.
We know.
100%. I
Yep.
knew that.
Yeah, we know that.
That's
And
just terrible.
Who's worse than us?
Hold on, let me go back and look. I can tell y'all.
I'm gonna say,
got to be the Giants.
gotta be Carolina.
Jets.
Got to be the Giants.
Oh, the
Let's
Giants are.
Damn,
I ain't
my
gonna
little
say.
stat sheet.
I don't think Nate Davis was the worst signing. We didn't know this nigga was just gonna completely fall out of love of football in a year.
Him and Patrick Williams got a text thread together.
I think it's DeAndre, bro. That was 8 mil, bro.
The reason I could go with DeAndre just based on the fact that you had Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley available, and you didn't.
The Cleveland Browns are the only team worse than us on third down conversions. They've converted 28.6% of their third downs. The Bears have converted 32.3%.
Wow, I thought it would
we
be
all was
somebody.
off.
Yeah, Cleveland.
But you saying?
I
But
get
you
it though
saying?
because my man Crab Legs is throwing picks.
You think DeAndre? I mean, you think any of the running back you said was gonna do anything they're doing now on this team?
I feel like Saquon probably would have been better than DeAndre Swift.
I'm agree with Kev because
been
he's
100
more
yards
talented.
more better.
And
I think he's more talented.
I also feel like Derrick Henry would have been better than DeAndre Swift.
Yeah.
See, I don't think DeAndre was the worst signing, mainly just because like we didn't give him what he needed. Like we know he needed an offensive line, and he needed to be part of a dual threat running back core, and we just never did that. And so I look at Nate like at least we've gotten shit out of DeAndre Swift. We got nothing out of Nate Davis.
Nothing.
We got like what 5 total games out of Nate Davis, and it was all bad.
But that was like Nate 2 seasons ago.
Nate Davis.
You agree with Steve take though? What's your take on Nate Davis?
Because when you really think about the day we signed Nate, he's 26 years old.
Yeah,
arguably the best guard in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Coming off his best season in his career,
he was bogus.
And his mom died, and then everything went to shit.
Yeah, but the thing is that even then, if you go back and look, there were more motor concerns in Tennessee. There were concerns about his determination and his love of the game in Tennessee. Yeah, he was getting by and he was playing well, but I still think that's still like I understand why they signed him. I want to be clear there. It's still the worst signing because we got nothing out of it. Nothing.
Yeah, we did. And
it was the worst signing.
It definitely. I think Shane Waldron was the worst signing.
I mean, yeah, if we're talking. I mean,
I know
on the field are different things, right? So,
but I do want to say this: your boy Ryan Poles is the one that's making all of these decisions, bro.
Yeah,
and it's like it's getting uglier and uglier and uglier from Ryan Poles. And honestly, he came into this season saying that this is the best offensive line that he's seen for a Chicago Bears team. He said that out his mouth.
That nigga blind.
He said it was the deepest.
That in the way that he talked about Kieran, like honestly, bro, Ian Cunningham needs to focus on the offensive line. Like, just keep Ryan Poles out the room with because I hate to say it, like when people were saying like he couldn't evaluate offensive line because he was a bad offensive line. I'm like, Yeah, but there have been some players that have been bad, but have been good, evaluators of talent, even at that position. But it's clear that when you go back and look at the way that Ryan Poles talked about this offensive line, there is a level of smugness about it. And you look at the results now that we're into the season. What the fuck was you smug about?
You look foolish.
It looks very
And I'm
foolish,
mad
and
that
that's a
Carolina
great
just
point.
won too. Now we got a worse second round pick.
That's a great point, Drip. And I think that's his worst, like this is most atrocious thing that he hasn't mended yet in Chicago is the offensive line. That's the number one thing that's really hurting his legacy in Chicago is his offensive line. It's been 3 straight years.
I mean,
And it's
also
getting
what's hurting
worse.
his legacy as well is that we have 14 total wins in 3 years.
Yes, absolutely. And you
Whew.
you can trail that right to the offensive line. You can do right to the offensive line with
And
other things.
shout out to the chat. Shout out to the Chicago Bears Central faithful, bro.
Oh yeah, bro.
Like what?
Yeah.
Y'all here every week.
We've talked about 14 wins in 3 years.
That's
crazy as hell. Would y'all think about that for a second? 14 divided by 3. Do it.
Niggas, I need to be getting paid.
Yeah,
Not them.
nigga 2.
I should get every fucking paycheck. Ryan Poles and fucking Cameron Warren touch.
No, honestly, bro, we scored in the first half, but the last 3 games the Bears did not score in the first half. They could have paid us to go out there and do that.
They ain't scored in the first open. Are we gonna literally go through the season without scoring an opening draft touchdown? I don't recall any NFL franchise going through the whole season
honestly feel
without
like we've
scoring
only
an
scored.
opening
I'm sure the
draft
Browns
touchdown.
did that before.
I think the Bears have only scored once in the first quarter all season, bro.
That's fucking horrible, bro.
And that was today.
Who got
No,
kids
that
screaming
wasn't
in their
today.
background?
That
You
wasn't
said in the
today.
first. I thought you meant half.
In the first quarter. No, I got a bunch of kids over here. You missed them. They all was on the screen and everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's the holiday season, so it's turn up time.
Shout out to you, Steely E. But anyway, the holidays is coming up, guys. Don't let the Bears damper y'all. Y'all should be all right.
Play fucking Thursday. I hate.
And we play Thursday right after
I'll be
Christmas.
at work. I
We
can't
play
work.
Thursday. Oh, we doing
Yeah.
the Bears and Bulls play on the same
Yeah.
day again.
I'll be at work.
Bro, so
Man, the hell with that. Fuck.
we gonna have Christmas before the Bears, y'all. So don't even worry.
I'll be at work, so y'all have fun.
Look at Kev.
That ain't me. That's drip.
Look at Kev. We in here though. Don't worry about it. We gonna be in here. I'm gonna be in here.
I'm gonna be in the
here
chat.
with y'all, bro.
I might
I'm
not
gonna be
watch
here
the
with
game, but
y'all,
I just
bro.
watch
We gonna
y'all.
suffer through this together, y'all.
Hey, Drip, I told him I had more fun talking about the McRib and American cheese.
Bro, that's why I said the whole last 5 minutes of the game, we didn't talk about football not once, bro. And that's when it's going. Hey, listen, that may be the whole second half of the next 2 games, bro, depending on how the Bears perform.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, shout out to Drip before we leave. What I think the play of the season. I wish he would have done it earlier. Sub only chats for now on. No more freeloading in here. We kicking it. Y'all gonna be family. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Shout out to Drip.
Subscribe.
Oh, bro. So let's conclude this. I don't think the Bears are worth that much more of our time. Anybody got any last statements before we get out of here, bro? Nope. See?
Oh, hold on. Yes, this is my new statement until we start winning football. Fuck Virginia McCaskey. Fuck George McCaskey. Fuck Kevin Warren bald-headed ass. Fuck Ryan Poles white fucking ass. Fuck Ian Cunningham. Fuck Caleb Williams. Fuck Thomas Brown. Fuck Shane Waldron, Matt Eberflus, Chad Morton. Basically, if you play, work, or own the Chicago Bears, fuck y'all. I hope your house catch on fire on Christmas.
Unplug the Christmas lights. Unplug the Christmas lights.
Hide the outing boards.
Damn, way to stand over him, Drip. He's standing over there.
No space heaters. He sounded like Tupac. Don't one of you don't one of them cats who got sickle cell or something.
Holy fuck. That's why I love this dude, man.
Y'all keep bringing up Virginia. Virginia thinks she already in heaven. I'm trying to tell you.
Virginia don't know what the hell happening right now.
Virginia don't know she's still here.
Bro,
she still think John F. Kennedy riding in that damn car on that parade.
I think she in heaven. She know the answer to that question.
Hey, but remember, y'all the best in the world. Shout out, thank you from CBC. Y'all make sure y'all tune in to the daily tomorrow. You know, Drip gonna drop that science. Let's see y'all on the next one,
Busy
y'all.
Ran, what you mean? What Thomas Brand